Today we're going to be making a penguin, and this penguin lives in Antarctica. And we have with us today 24 first grade students. And these students are ages 6. And do I have any 7-year-olds? And do I have any 8-year-olds? I have a very few 8-year-olds. So most of us are 6, 7, and a couple 8-year-olds. Would you like to say hello to the kids on YouTube? Okay, so we have a bunch of kids here. This is a class and a half because they come to us a full class, and then I'm very excited that I get another class added to it. So I have lots of kids to teach today. So let's begin. We begin by planning. We want to use the whole page because this penguin is going to be our subject of our picture today. So we want to make sure, look, that we have the eye placed in a great place because this is important here. This is the subject, and we want to make sure that the subject's face is most important and placed perfect. So if we find the top of our page, and look, I'm going to be centering him. And we're holding this is horizontal. My page is horizontal because that's the plane, the window I have. It's horizontal. So we're going to take the top of our page, and we're going to put our finger in the center of the top, and I'm going to put a little mark right there, one finger down from the center of my page. That is going to become the top of his head right here, okay? And then we'll stick the rest of them in as we plan. So this is the top of our head, so let's jump down, and we're going to do a black circle. A little black circle. Around that circle, let's do an oval. Look at that. An oval for his eyeball. Then I'm going to find the circle from the center. I'm going to skip over about a finger and put right where it lines up with the eye and put a dot. From there, I'm just going to put a straight line. And this line's going to be, look, wider than my finger. If it's not wider, make it wider. You want to be able to see a little bit on each end of the finger. See that? So let me show you up close. There we go. I can see a little bit on each end of my finger. I've jumped over a finger. And this is going to form his what? Yeah, nose or beak. Okay, so from there, we're going to go, it's going to slope down and then go right to the end of the beak. Slope down and then go to the end of the beak. Now, underneath this eyeball, okay, if you put 2 fingers, this is going to be his neck area. So, watch what I'm going to do. My fingers are under his eyeball, right? I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to put a mark right here on this side. See that? Then I'm going to put my fingers back, and then I'm going to switch hands and I'm going to put a little mark here. That's going to be his neck. So look what I've done again. 2 fingers under his eyeball. Okay? I reached over, put a little mark. I switched hands. Now you're going to have to draw with the wrong hand. Put a little mark. Now you have the little neck. I'm going to go around his head now. Watch. Around his head, right to the neck. Okay? I'm going to take the beak here, and I'm going to go diagonally down. Just like you're going to drive a car, curve to touch the neck. Okay? If you do it slow, careful, and think. If you make a mistake, redraw the line the way you need to. Ignore the mistake. You can turn that into something later. Say if you make a mistake near here, you could always stick a fish sticking out its mouth to hide any mistake. The rule is always redraw right on top of your original picture. So now we need to give some color, some separation of color in this area. So I'm going to take, in this line, I'm going to touch the middle of the beak, and I'm going to go diagonally up, and I'm going to go diagonally down. From here, I'm going to come down and out slightly, down and out slightly. Then we're going to form the body. We need to leave a line at the bottom here where the body's going to end. So we're thinking about that. So we're going to come up about 2 fingers, put a little line in the middle. And then I'm going to come over, over, and then I'm going to connect. Slowly, down slowly, and curve round to meet. These are actually really pretty easy. Now I'm going to give this particular penguin has a white tummy, and I'm going to do like an N-shaped curve here, right in here, near the neck. And then from here, I'm going to just freeform shape. Now look, it's just going to be a freeform line to the edge. So I'm going down slowly to the edge. Just kind of giving it a little bit of a wave. And you can put a little bit of texture in, like tummy. Look, draw, curve, just to show this little texture down here for fur. I kind of swipe the pen down and curve in, just to give some little furry lines. Not a lot, and I'm kind of making it in a V shape. See this? It's kind of in a V shape. Just a little hint. Now his little flippery arms are very easy. We're going to come, he kind of looks like an old milk jug. I'm going to come down off the body, come down, these are his little flippers, and then they curve back up to the body. And this has a free-form shape as well on the inside. So just kind of draw up and back. It's a little flipper. And the same on the other side. Make sure you're measuring on the other side. Come over. You want them to start at the same point. Out, curve round, and back. They should be kind of pointy. Give it a free-form underside of here. Now his little legs and claws. I'm going to take my finger, put a little mark, one, mark around the other finger. Kind of short, choppy, thick feet. Come down, 2 number ones, 1, 1. Then I'm going to go up and back, up and back, up and back. Kind of zigzaggy, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back. Give a little furry texture here. And then I'm going to do out with a claw. Now this is going to be like a triangle. Put a straight line and then go down and up like the letter V. I'm going to do another line out, and I'm going to do the same thing, the claw. Down, up like the letter V. And go over, and then do another triangle here for the claw and connect it. And then make another line in here, and you could put little lines going across this way. Horizontal little lines for his toes. The same thing on this side. I'm going to go out, then I'm going to come down, back down at a diagonal, and these are my claws. These are like toes, so if you come out, see a toe? Add another toe here with a claw. Put some lines in for texture. Then you can add another little claw right here. Look, the letter V, down and up like the letter V. Put a little line. Those are details in his claws. Put some lines across. Now you can stick the horizon line in, where the earth meets the sky. And you might even want to make some hills over here. Hills, ice hills. You could even put in a hole in the ice. Here's a big hole. And I'll make it kind of 3D with another line coming in. Put some lines down. Now you don't have to draw all this right here. I'm just putting in a little environment. You know, you could put some more ice, hunks of ice here. Here's lines to show this is deep. Put a little water waves. Water waves. Now you don't you don't have them lined up in the same place, and you can decorate your little environment any way you'd like. Now I'm going to take a few examples that I've seen from my first grade kids, and I'll show you what they look like. Our little penguins. Here's one. Let me get this one. There's one right here. This one drew it vertically. Nice feet. And here's another one with the little ice hole. That one came out really good. And let's see if I can grab a couple other examples. Anybody did it horizontally? Oh, we got a lot of verticals. There's a lot of verticals. Who did it horizontal? You did it horizontal, kids. Just hold it flat, so I can see quick. Oh yeah, we got a lot of cute little penguins here. And I want to thank my first graders for showing me their examples here. And here's another one. And remember, if you'd like to see more videos, you can go to TABlue88 in YouTube and find more fun videos to do. And I want to thank you again.